I like rocks.
Oh, okay. So we did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a comedian.
Yes.
Just in context,
dude.
there's a comedian that runs around in Florida. If you guys don't know him, hilarious. The guy's funny as shit.
He is.
He was on Kill Tony, another podcast.
Tampa, Orlando.
He's Orlando.
Okay, Orlando. I knew it was one of those.
And Tony asked him at the end of his set. He goes, you're a new regular here. He's like, you want to tell us about tell us something about yourself that nobody knows. And he goes, I'm not retarded, but I like rocks. Bro, I fucking died.
Like he had to have that explanation.
I like the way they feel and shit.
Yeah.
They made me go to sleep.
They're like, what? What? He's like, no, but like, I got a few in my pocket right now.
Exactly. I found one outside.
Yeah.
I was like,
I found one outside. It's pretty dope.
It was so good.
It's smooth.
Yes. It was. I like the way they feel. Made me go to sleep and shit.
What the fuck?
Dude, I was like, this is the greatest fucking moment.
That was good.
In comedy history.
Yeah.
Like it was just right off the cuff, dude. I loved it.
Hey, real quick, I want to shout out to Shannon Lee.
Seriously.
Because she's probably one of the 7 people who fuck with us.
Yeah.
And I don't know where we came up with the number 7.
Yeah, it just seems appropriate.
It seems appropriate. Yeah. But it's
actually the highest number I can count.
Yeah. Shannon, you fucking rock.
You do. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
We tested a live stream today. And within, I don't know, 5 seconds of it, Shannon decides to chat in the live stream and say, boomers. Yes.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. We're not boomers.
No. But it's okay though.
But I appreciate it.
Like when it comes to streaming live on YouTube, it's kind of like advanced.
We're definitely
tech.
boomers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Like Gen X, but who's counting?
We're fucking old.
It's whatever. Your kid, he would be like fucking boomer.
Yeah, of course. Right? All day.
Yeah. So it works. Is somebody fucking knocking at my door? Did I hear that?
I don't know.
Was that a knock?
Do you need to check that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. You got motion at your cameras.
Yeah. Let's see.
Did you order pizza?
No.
It'd be cool if you did.
But the wife may be home from work.
That's possible.
That's quite possible, being it's 5:30.
5:30.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mostly Peaceful TV.
Yeah.
We are
Mostly Peaceful.
Mostly Peaceful.
And I'm Jimothy.
I'm Rob. We are trying to figure out the live streaming situation, and it will be, it's a possibility that we're going to start doing that. Our format will change because we have a format.
Yeah, format. Format in heavy quotes.
Yeah.
Like bold, italicized quotes.
What our original discussion is going to look like, we're going to live stream on a Saturday, and then that
Friday.
And then that following
wait.
We'll live stream on a Saturday.
Okay.
And then that following Friday, we'll drop a pre-recorded episode.
As you have come to love.
Yes.
Yes.
So for all 7 of you, we would appreciate you tuning in, sharing it, shouting it out, chatting with us. We'll answer chats.
I'm going to be pissed if the 7 people are like, your son and wife, my mom and dad.
My wife. Listen, wholeheartedly, my son does not have YouTube.
Oh, shit.
So he's not chatting on anything.
Yeah.
Just doesn't have
fucking
it.
Bullshit.
I had to take that shit away from him when he was like 3 because we started watching Momo and fucking Slender Man shit. And I was like, I'm not doing this. Oh, it got out of hand.
I don't think I can handle the rejection of knowing that the 7 people who watch our podcast are like my wife and mom and dad.
Yeah, for sure.
That would that hurts.
It wouldn't hurt. I'd be like,
not really.
I'd be like, these people are awesome. They love us.
Exactly.
So
it's true.
Yeah. So,
it's like the guy that like we work with, right? Who we both know and love, and he's super tall, and you know him talking about. He's like, I'm subscribed to your channel. I ain't watching none of it though.
All the fucking time.
I'm like, okay.
It's like, are you gonna watch?
Yeah.
Like we actually expanded our bourbon.
He's like, are you gonna shout me out and talk about me? Maybe.
We expanded our bourbon conversations as per your request.
Yes.
And you haven't watched yet.
Right.
I'm going to need you to be a little more.
You're going to have to watch the fucking thing.
Yeah. Step up.
And then,
watch the show.
And see, now we'll know if he watched.
Yeah.
Because he knows who he is right now. The really tall.
Fourth wall break.
Yeah. The really tall guy.
Yeah.
That we work with.
Yeah, of course.
He whose name shall not be mentioned.
I like that. Sounds like Lord Voldemort now.
He knows who it is. I mean,
Yeah.
call it what you will.
So yeah, we're still sipping on Eagle Rare. We're back at it.
Eagle Rare is good.
Yeah, we'll get another sip of that infinity bottle here in a little bit.
Yep. The kamikaze bottle.
Kamikaze bottle. Oh yeah.
So who named this infinity bottle?
I honestly don't know where it came from. It was just something something my wife and I were going through bourbon and bourbon culture and stuff like that. And she's like, you got to do this. I was like, oh, I absolutely have to do this. This is amazing. Like, why would I not do that?
Right.
And
that's what it's called, kind of
colloquially. Yes. You got it. You said the word right.
No.
Yes.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You're fine.
My drunk lip.
Oh, now you're drunk? Now you're drunk. Wasn't an hour ago while you were yelling at me about the fucking moon landing.
Don't bring it up. Please don't bring it up. I'm going to move past that. It's, now that my lip and tongue movement is a little skewed, it's hard to say colloquially. That's some.
You did fine.
Okay, cool.
You did fine.
Cool.
So coming back from.
That's what it's called, though, because I would call it the kamikaze bottle because I like that word. That word is just cool. It's like, I'm going to kill myself drinking this weird ass shit.
Bottle of shit. Yeah. No, I get you.
Infinity is elegant. Kamikaze is
it really is. And I think that's where they were going with it. Like, it's pretty elegant.
Yeah.
We're going to use that.
And me, I'm like,
elegant
it's going to fucking murder all of us. So I'm going kamikaze with it, right?
Which a kamikaze bottle to me would sound like Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, Crown Royal, fucking
Jameson.
Yeah, you're just putting shit in the bottle.
Yeah.
Like just to fill it.
Right.
It sounds bad.
Vodka.
A little bit of straight vodka in there, a little swoosh.
Yeah. Like the plastic gallon we used to get when we were 17. Wait, no, I never.
Smirnoff.
Yeah.
In the gallon bottle, for sure. The whiskey whisperer knows all about the gallon bottle of vodka.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, he does. So
the whiskey whisperer. Hopefully you like that nickname.
He loves it.
Good.
I talked to him last night.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
So, yeah.
All right. That's my guy, man.
So we record every other weekend, and we try to make sure that we have enough episodes to cover us due to schedules and all that other fun stuff. Well, last weekend me and the wife actually got some free time.
Right.
You know,
you did.
We got Mimi babysitted the children for us, and we got a weekend out of town up to Orlando. We spontaneously bought concert tickets for It's Her.
It is.
Like, you're checking. She's been walking around the house for the last 15 fucking minutes.
All I hear is you rambling. Jesus. And now I just screenshotted my home screen. Damn it.
Share that with everybody. Why don't you live stream that?
Keep going.
Live stream our personal
and now
conversations
I just saved it to photos instead of deleting it. What am I doing, man? Get the phone out of my hand. All right, go for it.
So we
you guys went to a fucking concert.
Yeah, a couple months ago, we found concert tickets. Now, I'll preface this. Anybody looking at me right now knows exactly what I'm talking about. The hat I'm wearing is from a band called Lakeview. Lakeview. You can find them on Instagram, find them on most other places under Lakeview Country.
Yeah.
The lead singer and the guitarist are from metal bands and decided to try something a little different. They kind of melded the two genres. I think flawlessly. When you really like, you can talk about new country and how it's not country and this and that, but like, this is just fun music.
Yeah.
You know, it's got the twang of country, and it's got the fucking just beastie heart of a metal song. You know,
Yeah.
all of it does. It's gorgeous. We went and saw them. We randomly we found out they were on tour. They were coming to Orlando. We were like, fucking, it'd be cool to go to two. And my wife's like, the tickets are $1,750. I was like, she's like, I already bought them. Before I could even tell her to buy them, she's like, I already bought them. I was like, we're going to this concert. So we did that last weekend.
Right. Which is unheard of for 40-year-olds. A
42-year-old man.
Yeah, we tend to stay at home on the couch and just like watch
straight up, dude. Yeah.
Fucking
I'll live stream a concert. Sure,
Sons
that's fine.
of Anarchy and shit.
I'm not watching Sons of Anarchy anymore.
You know what I mean.
I watched that already. And
Breaking Bad, whatever. Pick your poison.
Why are you 10 years older on your TV shows?
Because I'm 40.
Bro, you have Amazon Prime.
I'm a boomer.
You have Netflix. What I do need you to start watching, so that you can like fully get in on this whole weird shit with me, is The Man in the High Castle. I need you to watch that, dude. It is so good. It's on Prime. It's so fucking good.
Right
but
now.
We're
go for it. Yep.
So
go for it.
We went to this concert.
I'm talking about the fucking moon. Go for it.
We went to this concert and what a fucking good time, dude. I felt like I was back in my 20s at like a local show.
Right.
Like it was legit 200 seat capacity. There were no seats. It was a bar that had a stage.
Wow.
And it was dope as fuck.
So real quick, I'm going to interject and then you can keep rolling. But it reminds me of back when I was like, I want to say 20-ish, 20 years ago, whatever. I saw Trick Daddy and Trina live at a fucking small hole in the wall before they kind of got that
here?
Big Haines City, I want to say.
All right. Yeah.
It was like Haines City Armory.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Tiny.
Why do I remember that?
Tiny.
That shit always happens.
The stage was like 2 feet high.
Yep.
They were like right there.
Yeah. Packed it out.
Packed it out.
Yep.
And it was kind of before the like national,
the recognition.
It was like,
sure.
Yes. It was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Dude, but small venues are the best, right?
Yeah, it was. It was insane. I actually went to jail that night and got charged with a misdemeanor possession of marijuana, though. It kind of fucked my life up. So,
congratulations.
It's hit and miss. It's hit and miss.
Yeah, that's always fun.
At the end of the day,
catching a fucking misdemeanor,
very memorable. Yeah. Matter of fact, see, I was 18.
Yeah,
I was 18. I remember that now because of the whole like.
Yep.
My buddy was so high he didn't turn his headlights on and was driving.
Stupid ass.
Yeah, down.
That's fun.
Highway 27 got us pulled over. So but small venues, they are dope. They are dope. When you get a chance to.
Yeah. So we went to this place called Will's Pub.
Yeah.
Right. And it is literally that. It's a bar.
Yeah.
It's a bar that has a second room with a stage on it. And when I tell you we were right at the front of the stage,
this motherfucker sweated on me.
The lead singer sweated on me and it made me uncomfortable. Shout out to you guys. You guys are fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
The sweat thing I was like,
I could do without it.
I guess we're doing this tonight. But it was a dope ass concert, dude. These guys are fucking down home legit.
Yeah.
Like they're now don't get me wrong, they're from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, if I'm correct.
But it's fucking weird to be doing
country metal.
Yeah.
But they're cool ass down home dudes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, the story that I want to tell you is that while we were there, we started out our day, like we went up, got checked into our hotel. We went and had dinner, early lunch, whatever, late lunch, early dinner. And then we were like, all right, so the doors open at X time. I think it was 7:00. Let's go. We'll get there a little early. We'll Uber. So we fucking ended up not Ubering, but lifting because it was cheaper. But we got over there and we were like, all right, cool. So we realized that Will's Pub is attached to 3 other bars. They're all the same.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And
they're all the same owner? Okay.
3 different bars.
It's like a place out here.
Yeah. So we found Will's Pub does not open till the door's open.
Yeah.
Right. So we went over and we went into this, the far end bar, and God forbid, I can't remember the name of it, but shout out to them because they had an amazing bourbon selection.
Oh yeah,
I sent you that picture.
Yeah, you sent me a photo.
You can put that up on the thumbnail there.
My wife hijacked that photo.
Did she really?
And was like, they got Old Forester.
Yeah.
And they got Woodford.
Yep.
And I was like,
she's naming them off. I did the same thing.
Them off. Yeah. Because it's something you don't see much of here. Is
you don't see high end whiskey like
we have one
bourbon.
place. One place, legit. Yeah. One place you can go and drink this stuff live. Nowhere else. Anywhere else you go and you say, what kind of whiskey do you
Jameson?
have? Yeah, Jameson. Jim Beam.
Jim Beam.
I'm like, no, like.
Do you have anything better than that?
Do you have any bourbons?
We got Jack Daniels.
Jack. Yep.
Do you have anything better than that?
No.
No.
Sorry.
Your bar sucks.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyhow, we go in, we sit down. Fun story. They had Buffalo Trace in stock there. So I was like, she's like, what can I get you guys? And I was like, yeah, let me get a Buffalo Trace. Neat. So I get mine. My wife goes, can I get that on the rocks? Immediately I'm going, you're going to fucking regret this.
I mean,
and she did.
Yeah.
Immediately she did. She's like, this is not what I wanted. Yeah. Well, obviously it's not what you wanted because you can't drink whiskey.
Right.
We've had this discussion before.
Yeah.
So she leans over to the bartender, nice, nonchalantly and quiet. She goes, can you put some soda in this? So now my wife has a Buffalo Trace and
Water
Coke.
It down for me, please.
She got some Buffalo Trace and Coke with a little twist of lime. Right?
I'm gonna have to hit my husband later, and we don't even want to go there.
We don't want to do this.
No.
So we're sitting down, we're bullshitting, and the guy at the end of the bar starts talking to us, and I'm just waiting on the show. I was like, oh, so cool. So you're here too. All right, cool. So there's other people going.
Yeah.
Like we were kind of worried about it.
Right. You're not. Yeah, we don't know. We're the only two motherfuckers here.
We didn't know what was going on because the doors, like it was 6:30 and nobody was in the bar. Nobody was there. Like
we were 6:30. Only the 40-year-olds are there at this point, man.
So come to find out that they shifted it, right? The doors didn't open till 8. Right. The show didn't start till 9.
Yeah.
So we realized we're now the early birds that
you're boomers.
Yep, we're booming it, dude. Yeah, right?
You're like there for the early bird special. You're gonna get the 2 eggs
somewhere along the way in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Over the course of the evening before the show starts, I end up becoming the bourbon guy. Right?
Yeah.
But rewind. While we're talking to this guy, he's telling us all this stuff. He ends up getting a little glass of Buffalo Trace. And we're all sitting down having a drink. We're talking, and this tall, bearded, jet black Italian man walks in with, I still am not sure, but I assume this was his girlfriend or fiance or wife. I'm not sure.
Right.
Both of them very handsome people. She was gorgeous. He was handsome.
Yeah.
Good guy. He starts talking to us. He's there. He's got a Lakeview country shirt on.
Okay.
I was like, you are the guy.
Yeah.
We end up hanging out with this guy, Tony. Thank you.
Obviously.
Thank you for the fucking awesome night. Happy birthday.
His name just happened to be Tony Soprano. I didn't ask any questions. No, dude. I was like, fuck it.
One day,
I'm just rolling.
One day I will text him and I will get his full name because when I tell you his full name, and I don't want to do it over the air, but I will do it. Like, I will tell you his full name. Dude, Italian.
Yeah.
Like, wholeheartedly, like, you look at, he tells you his name, you're like,
right. Like, we're going to stop the stream and you're going to be like, his name was Tony Soprano.
You were related to someone.
Yeah.
So,
for sure. His name's Tony Gotti.
we start talking. We're all having a good time. And it became this, we were stuck together for the night. Like we were doing
That's
thing,
cool.
You know?
That's cool.
And
did you have him drinking Buffalo Trace?
So he is, come to find out, he's a bartender, a mixologist.
Okay.
Like he's into spirits, into making really good drinks, right?
So he knows.
So we were having conversations.
Yeah.
In the middle of that, I get interrupted by my wife, who is the absolute social butterfly that she is when she gets to drinking and gets around a crowd of people she doesn't know.
Right.
She has ventured off from the core crowd, that the core of people that we are talking to, to now talk to random fucking people.
Yeah.
And ultimately,
that's so great.
Got me into a conversation with a very odd fella.
Okay.
He, you know, the funny guy that tries really hard to be funny? Like, you know, he's funny, but then he tries too hard and you're like, now you're being obnoxious.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be a joke.
Right.
That was this guy.
Okay.
And I appreciated it. It was okay. I liked him. He was nice.
Yeah.
He just
comes across awkward.
Overbearing.
Yeah.
Overbearing.
It's a lot.
Dial it back a bit.
A lot to take in.
And if you're listening, dude, it's no offense to you. Just dial it back a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, socially, you don't have to try that hard. You're funny. You're good. Your jokes were on point. You were spot on.
Right.
You just don't have to try that hard.
Yeah.
My wife's talking to them. This guy literally, like, this is how I became the bourbon guy. Hey, you drink bourbon? What's a good one to drink? This.
Yeah.
Drink this, drink that, try this, try that.
Yeah.
All night long. That's what it ended up being for me. That's what it felt like.
Step right up and get your bourbon recommendation.
Exactly. And I'm like, I'm no goddamn connoisseur. I'm a mildly
just a fucking guy.
I'm a mildly well-paid man who gets to indulge every once in a while.
Right.
Like,
meanwhile, you're the I can't say whiskey whisperer because that is our man. But you're the guy who's See, you always say I'm the guy who does everything. I do the audio. I do the video. I produce the show.
Sure.
You are the bourbon guy. You supply the indulgence.
I do that. I appreciate do. I said doo-doo.
You supply the indulgence. you said doo-doo.
I said doo-doo. We're fucking children.
Oh my God.
Jesus. Listen.
You either love us or hate us.
No. And you're right. I understand I do that.
You do. And you have great taste and you know what you're doing. I'm there with you. No, I'm there with you, man.
Okay.
Eagle Rare. Come on. Beautiful. Perfect. It's such a good choice.
Yeah.
You brought the Infinity. Like, I don't do that. Never heard of it until you told me about it.
Pretty dope,
like,
though.
It is. It was good. It really is.
I'm going to bring it back in 2 weeks.
It's kind of hot.
Really, like,
it's a little spicy forward.
It is.
It is. But
I
expected it.
I want to hope that the oak mellows it.
Well, and here's the thing. I expected like this weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't. It was bourbon.
Yeah.
It was bourbon.
Yeah, it was.
It was just hot bourbon, high proof.
Yep.
Tasted great.
It's definitely got to be high proof.
Yeah.
Like when you add 794 proof bottles, like, where's the proof at that point? It's got to be high.
Yeah. It's the average, whatever it is.
Average that out.
No, I got to say, you know your thing, man.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing.
I do my best, and I do try.
But I feel the same way. I'm like the guy who drinks all the bourbon, and my wife is like, you guys, my husband, and I'm like, I'm just a guy who drinks liquor.
Yeah,
That's
so
it. I don't
all
know
the
what I'm
while,
doing.
like, we're all sitting here bullshitting.
Yeah.
My wife, and this is why I've now put her in charge of, like, you're going to do this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're going to do this stuff in public, you're going to go ahead and do this stuff on the internets for us too, because
you go do this shit while you're sitting on the couch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, in your downtime, while you're not doing your normal job,
you have just
because you work from home.
A official position.
Yes, you have acquired official position in Mostly Peaceful Incorporated.
Right.
Fucking you are now social media person because I don't have time to do it. Jimmy doesn't have time to do it.
No.
We need someone else to help.
Yes.
She is running around this fucking venue. Did you know my husband has a podcast? And I'm like, motherfucker.
You just like kind of your hat goes
literally,
like,
dude. I'm like, she's like, my husband has a podcast where they talk about bourbon. And I was like,
Yeah, she's talking about that guy.
And this motherfucker's
I
like,
heard that guy.
Hey,
it was that guy.
You got a podcast? I was like, yeah.
What kind of bourbon should I drink?
Exactly. That's how it started.
The brown one.
So Tony's sitting here.
Tony, I love that.
And Tony goes, you have a podcast? It's like, yeah. Like, it's small. I mean, me, Jimmy, we bullshit. It's me and my buddy. We bullshit. We talk about bourbon. We talk about politics. We bullshit mostly.
Yeah.
I was like, I think 7 people listen. Seven. Because the lucky number.
First 7 motherfuckers who ever listened to our shit. I swear one day
we're gonna send you a hat.
I'm gonna fucking reward you.
I'm gonna send you a hat.
Yes.
I will buy you a mostly peaceful hat and you will get that. I will send that to you.
You're fucking had it up.
You got to be the first 7 commenters.
Yeah.
Like while watching.
Shanley is number 1.
Shanley's already getting a fucking hat.
Fucking obvious.
Oh, and by the way, it's that hat.
And then like my wife, your wife, my mom and dad, they're getting the hat.
Everybody's getting a fucking hat. The whole family.
They're the 7.
So we're talking and he's like, yeah,
and
Tony. Like he tells me, Tony, he tells me, he's like, yeah, I got a man cave bar area. He's like, I just hung up a TV and like, I generally like, I just put on a podcast, something that relates to whatever we're talking to, whatever's going on, mostly like drinking, stuff like that. And he goes,
mostly like peaceful.
He goes, what's the name of your podcast? He's like, I'll put it in. He's like, I'll put it in rotation on there. I was like, oh, it's mostly peaceful, He goes, all right, on YouTube? I was like, yeah. So he starts looking it up. He goes, bro, shows me his phone. He's been subscribed since, I guess, day 1.
Damn.
And I was like, the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's so
I want you to understand something.
It's such an odd thing.
Now I'm going to give you the kick part of this. You ready?
Yeah.
Tony is not from Orlando.
Right.
Tony flew into Orlando 3 days prior to this show.
Yeah.
Because the show was going on. His birthday was coming up and he had some vacation to expel.
Right.
So he went and did the parks, ended up at this show. Tony is a subscriber to our podcast. And it was a random happenstance of meeting.
Right.
I FaceTimed you so that you could meet him.
Right.
Because we weren't going to pass that up.
No.
Like we're not going to.
Where's he from?
Not Boston.
Right. It's so.
That's where I was going. Sorry.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Boston.
But no, so I was going to say you fucking, you FaceTime me and I was like, what the hell? And I'm over at mom and dad's watching our podcast. No, I'm just playing. Trying to get the views up. And now I get this. I get this fucking FaceTime, and I'm like, it's Rob. I knew.
I put it on for my dog when we leave the house.
It's like, so I guess we're sending hats to Gus. Yes. So I get this FaceTime from you. I'm with mom and dad, and I'm like, I knew you were out of town, so I'm like, I wonder what's going on. Next thing I know, this dude is on the screen. It's like, yeah. So this guy's subscribed to our podcast. He's from fucking Boston. And it's so weird, dude.
It was so out of the norm, like random.
And the thing is, you kind of built up like this thing with him. You talked to him, you knew him, you were going through. I get this FaceTime and it's so weird because we joke, dude, like, sometimes we will get 200-300 people who watch an episode. And I'm so like,
I think one of our highest ones is like 1.2.
Dude, so like taken back. Like, yeah, I don't know that many people, not even close.
By face? Fuck no, I don't.
Yeah, that's like people, real people, right? So when it just kind of took me and I was just like, thank you. I don't know what to say. If you're watching our podcast, I don't know what to do with my hands right now. I was like, I told my wife, I was like, man, if you're watching our podcast, I'm sorry. I wish you would find something better to do with your life than to listen to us. Like, I want to be funny.
But I like the
also
idea that
feel like it's a crazy.
Yeah.
I've never had that.
Yeah, no, neither have I.
It was
that was weird for me, dude.
Yeah.
Why do you think I had to fucking put you in it?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to do this by myself.
Oh,
I'm only one half of this fucking thing.
For real? You listen to our podcast? Hold up a second. Hey, Jimmy.
He listens.
Yeah. That's kind of how I felt. I was like,
but I like the idea that
thank you.
People like that.
Yeah.
Put it on in the background while they're having conversation and they hear this.
It's cool.
They hear these two fucking idiots going, the government sucks. And they're like, yeah, it fucking does.
Yeah.
You know?
And this whiskey's really great.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, it is.
You just bought a bottle of it.
Yeah.
Like, I like that. I think that's fucking cool as shit. You don't have to watch us. No. You don't have to fucking avidly listen.
No.
Just know that we're your background music.
Yeah.
Put us on when you're with your old lady.
Yeah, man. We care.
We will smooth talk that shit.
That's right. We care. All right. We got resumes.
Yeah. Of course.
Or whatever.
Whatever. We're two idiots.
You see how we just went into that voice?
It was great though.
It was like that slow jam 102.7.
Hit us up when you're coming back.
Except we don't have a format. So,
no, we have no format. None whatsoever. We don't know what we're doing.
So our voice just went.
We wing this. My wife consistently tells me how while I'm talking, because of my avid smoking and drinking habit, I have this tendency, like when I get excited, apparently I sound like Tom Segura laughing. And I'm like, I don't even understand. I don't hear it. For me, I don't hear it because it's my normal. But then I hear it on the fucking podcast and I'm like, you fucking idiot. Stop doing that.
That's the thing. Like I was just talking to my wife because she's like, man, I love watching you guys. And I'm like, I don't know why. I don't. I really don't. Because here's the thing. I don't watch us because I hate I don't like me, man. And that's a
sad thing.
That's a sad, deep.
Jesus.
But I don't care that much. Like, it's not that deep.
We're going to get a therapy chair and I'm going to lay you back in that bitch.
I just watch it and I'm like.
And I'm going to stroke your bald head.
I don't like me. I pick. I promise you it's not that deep. But
it feels like it is though.
No, I feel like when I watch, I'm like, I gotta be this way. I gotta do this. And then
you're over critiquing.
I'm ADHD. Yeah. And I go,
what can I do better?
I gotta organize.
What do I gotta do next time?
I gotta organize these things and but if I don't, and I just
you steer clear of it, you're fine.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And like, dude, I swear to you, my wife, she has critiqued me and she has been like, she will never really
doesn't leave you anxiety riddled.
She doesn't critique me until I do, and then she agrees. But more recently, she's been like, "I'm telling you, you're better now."
Yeah,
because
day 1 to day 30.
Yeah,
we call it days, but episode 1 to episode fucking 35.
Right. She's
night and
like,
day, dude.
She's like, yeah, you're just like
you
feel like how you are when you're just fucking hanging with us, right?
100 times more comfortable than you were the first time.
And it's because I'm not critiquing myself watching. And so I tend to go, I don't want to watch because then I'm going to go, no, I have to do X, Y, Z, right? Yeah. I don't want to do that. So I want to be the guy that I want to be organic.
Yeah.
So, and it's hard for me because my whole thing was I've never been this guy.
Yeah.
I've been the guy doing the thing.
Yep. Behind the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I've wanted to do, God, I can probably go back.
You're the guy.
I can probably go back.
The fucking guy.
I can probably go back 20 years where I was like,
I just want to point out
you want more whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can go back probably 20 years where I was like, I want to be on the radio.
Yeah.
I'm fat.
Oh, dude.
I don't have a face for TV, but I can absolutely talk your fucking ear off.
So,
and I know a lot about movies. I know a lot about music and I know a lot about this and that. And I can talk.
Man. So did you hear my fist just slam the table?
Sure,
know what's
you shouldn't
funny?
do that while
when we were growing up in the 90s, there was this thing that we used to do. You YouTube kids wouldn't know. We had to wait for cool music to come on the radio and hit the record button, right? And
on a cassette tape.
Yeah, on a cassette tape. That
if you don't know what that is, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and there was a trick to these cassette tapes. You had to put tape over these little plastic inserts that would not allow you to record over some of them.
Hand me that third glass.
We figured out how to buck the system back then. And one of my things was, when I was growing up, my parents got me this karaoke machine. And I was like, what the fuck am I going to do with a karaoke machine? Right? I'm fucking karaoke. Yeah. That's super fucking lame. And then I quickly found out that the karaoke machine was a technological advance and amazing machinery that I had. And I was like, oh, wait, I can pretend to be a radio DJ.
Yeah.
I can slow down music because this thing had variable speeds and all this. And I don't want to get too far off topic, but that's what
we've gotten way off topic.
No. Like, that's what I did, right? So I pretended, dude, I had cassette tapes where I was like, thank you for tuning in to so and so and so. This is whatever.
That's
and then
gorgeous.
I would record music from the radio.
Yeah.
And I would put together this set. And it was hour long.
Yeah.
And it was like, if
you were making mixtapes for girls, weren't you?
No, I was I was like, I want to be that guy. But
welcome back to JRQQ.
Yes.
This is Jimmy.
Right.
With the slow
Jimmy.
jams.
Such a fucking great radio name, right? Jimmy.
This is Jimmy the Jam.
Jimmy
the Jam with the slow jams.
Right. But what I realized over time is I was the technical guy. I was good at figuring out the how, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't the voice and I wasn't the guy, but I was the guy who could make the guy.
Yeah.
I was the guy who could figure this out to do this.
Sure.
So that's how I've always seen myself, is I can get us here, but I'm not that guy.
Sure.
So it was like when we first started the podcast, I wasn't like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to start a podcast, because I don't look at myself and say I'm that guy.
Yeah, no. You came to me and were like,
do you
want to put this on?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Because I can't do this. And even if we do this, it's like 50% of it is me bringing you down.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Right. But I have conversations with you and I'm like, we could probably make this work.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's
been rather organic for both of us in this aspect. You being slightly shyer about, more self-conscious, I think.
Yeah.
Not so much shy, but self-conscious. Like you've really come out of it. You've really come out of it from...
Well, it's because I was like, you know what? I ain't even going to pay attention. Yeah. I'm just going to do what we do. And then I'm going to focus on this.
Yeah.
You know, streamline and, you know, focus on those things. So
tell your wife to come get that.
Hey, babe. Babe.
She told me to shh.
Yeah.
You hear that shit?
You guys are recording.
Don't talk to me.
Up.
Don't talk to me. Get that.
Get the whiskey.
You won't be on this.
You won't be on.
Just grab that.
You're not going to
totally
be
off camera.
filmed. It's off camera. See? Nobody saw.
Perfect. Nobody ever saw it. So anyhow,
it's Eagle Rare?
No, this is the Infinity.
Is it?
Yes.
What she had?
Yes.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There you go.
Back to cheers. Back to the story.
Yes.
So my wife is running around. We've got Tony. We met another couple that were there.
She's like, my husband has a podcast and you should speak to him.
So I cannot remember.
He can inform you.
What was I can't remember the wife's name, but the husband had an incredibly unique name. And I want to say it was
Sven.
No. Niels was his name.
Yes,
dude.
Because you told me that. Neil.
I was like, that's super unique. There's no way I'm forgetting that.
It's not even
because
like
it's
fucking
like
everyone
because
is
it's plural.
Yes.
Like your name is plural and there's only fucking one of you.
Like if you're friends with.
I'm totally down with it. This shit was cool, dude. I was like, that's fucking awesome. I don't remember his wife's name.
Make such a horrible joke.
Very cool.
I don't want to do it.
Very cool group of people.
Okay,
like,
there you go.
We ended up
That's
hanging
why
out
I'm
with
not
these folks all night long.
Good.
The whole show.
Hell yeah.
And then at the end of the show, we're still hanging out. It's Tony's birthday.
Oh.
Tony's wanting to fucking go to goddamn Church Street at this point. I'm like,
shit. No.
Nope. Trying to poke my wife.
I hate
not
church.
going.
No. Church Street is a Florida guy's like 18 to like 24
ish. Five's pushing it, dude. Five's pushing it because you're not picking anybody up down there.
No, like if
at best you're picking up homeless.
Yeah, if 18 to 24 in the past 3 years you're with your girl, stop.
Yeah, just stop.
Yeah, don't go. It sucks.
No. So Tony, I don't know what they did afterwards because I haven't talked to him since we went to the show, but we're all hanging out. We're still drinking. Bar's still open. Yeah. Band's packing up. We hung out with the band.
Yeah, that was cool. You
got to meet them.
Photos.
We got to meet them. Got to talk to them. Got to hang out with them. So much so that my wife's like, my husband's got a podcast. Yeah. Telling fucking everybody. And I love it.
Oh, by the way, you're the drummer of the band. That's cool. Well, guess what? My husband has a podcast.
I gotta tell you, at first, and I explained this to my wife. I was like, at first, for me, it was very embarrassing and kind of annoying.
Right.
Because I was like, stop telling people about this shit.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's not embarrassing, but we're not two bears in one cave where I'm going, I got a podcast you should fucking totally listen to. Yeah. No, it seems it seems like you're being braggy.
Yes, braggadocious.
Yes. So
and that's what I told my wife because I had to explain to her. I was like, it was kind of embarrassing, but Jimmy pulled me back from this.
Right.
Jimmy explained it to me and said, dude, that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Your wife should be doing that for you.
For sure.
And I was like, no, you're right. I appreciate that a whole lot more.
Right.
So her doing this is where this whole, you now get to curate the social medias because you're the butterfly girl. Right. Get it done.
Yeah.
You know? So I think she's excited about that. So we're going to be creating a Facebook page, Instagram page, TikTok page, because right now, Reels and Shorts, they're the thing.
Oh.
So we need to expand, and that's what we're going to do.
Shorts, and Live are the algorithm push.
So fun part of this entire thing is meeting all these guys. These dudes are fucking cool. If you have not heard them, Lakeview Country, please look them up. Go give them a like. Go give them a listen. Download them on Apple, Spotify, wherever the fuck you listen.
You told me about them, and I was like, okay,
it's
Lakeview,
fucking dope music.
I never heard of them, right? And I think it's one of those bands that they're
super early and small.
Well, they're at the point where like you say the name and I'm like, nah, never heard of them. You send me the music.
Fucking produced.
Well, you send me the music and I was like, oh yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
I heard it. I know it.
Like
I know the songs. I don't know the band because it's kind of, it's that thing.
I equate them.
Yeah.
Size-wise to us.
Yeah.
And I say that because
like
I could associate.
Emerging.
Because they literally told us. They were like, we really appreciate you guys coming out because we don't know what one day is going to look like in the next.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fucking cool of you to be honest about that.
Yeah, for sure.
They were like, we walked into a show last night, 3 people.
Right.
Walk into this show, there's 150.
Yeah.
I was like, this is fucking dope.
Yeah, it was like
they're real.
It was like that Trick Daddy thing where when we went, I look back on it now and I'm like, dude, there was 100 people at this armory.
Yeah.
Trick Daddy was at with Trina, and now they wouldn't even think about booking something like that.
You wouldn't even remember doing that.
But
they wouldn't ever remember doing that. Yeah.
Right.
It was a blip in their radar to the top.
Yeah.
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 But these guys, humble as fuck.
Right.
So we're talking, I bought a hat.
Small town famous. Just like us.
Just like us. My wife got a t-shirt.
You know what's funny?
The lead singer ended up giving us another shirt.
We're like anti-famous though, because
Yeah.
we're like, don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing about it.
Don't fucking tell anyone.
Shh. Shh.
We don't want anyone.
Don't tell anybody
to watch.
Yeah.
So like
Legit.
anti. We're like, we're gonna start a podcast, but we don't
never
want
tell anybody.
no
about
one
it.
to know.
3 people to watch.
Yeah.
I want 2. Anyways, yeah.
So funny.
We're like, the lead singer ends up throwing us another shirt while we're bullshitting. He's like, "Oh, did you get a shirt?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Here, fucking shirt."
Drumstick.
Right? Wait. So then we meet the drummer.
Yeah.
He's like, you got to totally meet the drummer. And it's like, you're gonna love this shit. So we're sitting there talking to the drummer. The drummer may as well be our third.
Right.
When I say this,
Yeah.
he gave my wife one of his drumsticks from the show, signed it with "End the Fed."
Right.
My homie, I hugged this dude. I was like,
Right.
I love you.
Mhm.
I love you.
It's like,
And he's a damn good drummer. Like, he fucking killed it all night.
Yeah. You're like,
Because I watched that shit. I was a drummer.
You're like one drumstick and the Fed. The other might as well be fuck the police.
Yes.
Like that's how
Yes.
I feel. I
Yeah.
love you now. You're my brother.
For sure.
That's it.
We were bonded at that point.
Yeah.
So then somehow my wife gets a fucking guitar pick. Like, my wife is
I didn't know that.
fangirling out like a
Right.
motherfucker all night long. And it was gorgeous. I love to see that she was just running around like a maniac.
Awesome.
So we had a good time. Ultimately, we ended up having to the chaotic part. Like, we had to get a lift back to the hotel.
Yeah. Well, obviously.
The first one showed up.
It's the only
We
way I
didn't.
would go. What?
The first one showed up. We didn't. They were like, we left. So my wife had
Lift
to
is
buy
like, we fucking left y'all.
so we
Sorry.
had to get another one.
Oh, shit.
We were damn close to losing that one. The whole time we're sitting bullshitting with Tony, and Tony's like, we should go out. And I was like, I'm trying to poke my wife. I'm not going out.
Yeah, no. Hotel.
Yeah. So fast forward,
40 years
fast
old.
forward, we get into this,
It's cut off.
we get into this Uber or Lyft or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Homie, the guy that that was driving us,
Was he like, yo,
Listen.
so yo.
there is an issue.
Wait.
And we can discuss it at another time. There is an issue. This guy did not speak English. Not one bit, not ever.
Oh, shit. Well, it's like a taxi in New York.
Nah, homie,
Like,
I had to download a translation app.
Wait a minute. You got to, man, listen. I'm this close to deleting the translation app on my iPhone 14 Pro Max. Because when the fuck am I going to use?
Don't. Okay, listen.
He's like, look, don't delete it. Keep the shit because just so happens I have a story to tell.
Don't download that. Don't use that one, but download the better one.
Yeah.
It works so much better. The iPhone Translate app sucks.
What language?
It was Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, homie. Like, I can speak enough to like maybe convey an idea.
But like when you're like Church Street,
I wasn't Church Street, homie.
But if you're like 106 North Street, he should fucking know. Is he not from that area? He was just like, I showed up from
So this is how it happened.
Pittsburgh.
My wife was drunkenly hungry. And she was like,
one word.
Yep.
Drunkenly hungry.
No spaces, no punctuation.
All caps.
Yep. Drunkenly hungry.
Yeah.
Hashtag that shit.
Yeah.
She started talking to him and was like, hey, what's a good place to get some tacos? And he's like, no see. No see. I was like,
oh my God.
I was like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, where can we get some good food? He goes, no. I was like,
if you would listen, man, if you would have been like, listen, we're going to buy some food and we're going to buy some food for you. He'd have been like, oh yeah. So what you got to do is take a left over here at the fucking Taco Bell, pass that shit up and be.
It got so confusing that this guy was like,
get out.
New destination. I was like, nah, dude, take me back to my hotel. I will fucking DoorDash some shit, right?
He was like, no say.
No sense. It made me mad.
Fuck.
It made me mad, dude. So we finally get back to the hotel.
Yeah.
My wife's like, let's do this. Let's get some fucking food.
Yeah.
Bone and go to bed.
Right. Like I'm DoorDashing 7 restaurants at this point.
Nah, dude. So we do this every time we go up to Orlando, like dumb, drunken people.
Yeah.
We're like, crystals.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
So
why not?
We get the 12-pack combo, dude. Right?
Dude, it's our White Castle.
Yeah. We get the 12-pack combo. It's dope. Cheese, burger, fucking sliders, right?
Yep. What happened?
Before I even finished ordering it, my wife was passed out on the bed.
More crystals for you. Oh, that sucks.
It was.
That sucks.
It was. I took that.
Yeah,
listen,
you're like,
I ate all the crystals I wanted.
Fuck it.
And my tater tots, because they got tater tots now.
Right.
They're
oh.
glorious.
Okay.
Drank my soda. Took a couple more shots.
I haven't had crystals in like 15 years.
Oh, dude. It's so close to you.
No.
Like there's not one here physically, but like I'm a little travel, man.
Yeah, but I don't travel much.
I get that. So
I work and sleep.
Yeah. So we get this. I literally, my wife's passed out. I had to go downstairs, meet the lady at the door, pick up my crystals. I go up, start gorging out. It's 1 a.m. in the morning.
Oh my God.
I'm gorging on fucking crystals. I'm like, fat guy, happy.
Hell yeah. Fucking right. Dude.
I eat my crystals. I crawl into bed. And then I scold my wife the next day all day.
Yep.
Like you fucking left me in the trenches.
You're a piece of shit. What the fuck?
You left me in the trenches. Take a grenade, you son of a bitch.
You're fucking sleeping. Happy butterflies and shit.
I'm over here fucking eating crystals like a fat fuck by myself, catching up on college football that I don't watch anymore.
Meanwhile, enjoying every moment.
Dude, I have to tell you something.
Fat guy in heaven.
We're so fucking nerdy when it comes to this stuff, like the traveling and like we always cheap hotel it, right?
Yeah.
So we don't do. I'm not going to a destination to sleep in a luxurious hotel.
Yeah, no.
It is literally specifically there for sleep and me to get the fuck out of the next day. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm not, as long as it's clean, as long as it's at least
for sure
tidy and not blood cockroach or poop ridden, I'm okay with it.
There's been a few hotels.
I've been in some nasty fucking hotels. I've also been in some really nice hotels.
Me too.
I like the middle.
I was in a motherfucker that charged me. They were like, all right, $200 a night.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's cool. Mind you, it's like in the 90s. So $200 was still a little extra.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, it's a fucking Hilton. It's like the cheapest shit, but it's still a fucking nice ass hotel, right?
Yeah.
This was nice.
Yeah.
And then I get a bill for $400.
The fuck?
And I go, what the fuck?
The fuck is that, dude?
This shit? Oh, me and my buddy was smoking weed in the bathroom.
Oh, you got fucked. Yeah.
And they go
double charge, bitch.
So, yeah.
You don't want us to call the cops, double charge.
Yep.
Yeah. Fucking pay it. Suck it up.
Legit.
Who you gonna tell?
Legit.
Who are you gonna tell?
They were like, and I called them. I was like, I ain't got this money. I'm sorry. I'm a poor motherfucker, bro.
I don't care. We're charging your credit card either way. It doesn't matter.
They were like, so here's the thing. The maids.
But I use my bank card. Sorry about your overdraft, bitch.
Yep. They really were. They really did, dude. They were like, so the maids, they know. And they told us, so you were smoking in the hotel.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit. We were smoking weed in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Like we was blowing in the vent like nobody knew.
Mm-hmm.
And then we put the fucking shit in the ashtray. And they were like, oh, we don't care. Smoke weed, smoke cigarettes, whatever. But if you smoke, it's $200 charge.
Yep.
And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
And they're like, pay us.
Yeah.
Or
sorry about your luck.
Yep.
So back to my
point. I paid like $500 for a fucking
shitbag hotel.
$200 room.
So
that sucked.
For the longest time, we would stay at the in Orlando because Orlando's like our second home. when it comes to like traveling.
Yeah.
We generally just gravitate to Orlando.
I'm an Orlando guy.
Sometimes we go to the beach.
Tampa is one of
Tampa's
those.
not fun for us.
No, Tampa's a place you go if you have to.
Yeah.
Orlando is a
place you go because you want to.
Yes, prettier.
Yeah.
They put
much more
money.
Nightlife. Yes.
They put more money.
Yeah.
There's more tourist money. It's destination.
We used to stay at this place. It was originally called the Orlando Metropolitan.
Yeah.
It's literally right across the street from the Eye of Orlando, the Ferris wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Legit walking. We can walk out of that hotel room and go over there. Now it's like a Best Way in or what, a Roadway or whatever the fuck it's called.
Okay.
It's cheap as shit.
Yeah.
The rooms are clean. Nobody fucks with us. Now, mind you, this is a place that I've also found a heroin kit in the stairwell.
I mean, how much was the room?
The YMCA pool is usable for guests at that hotel.
Orlando?
Yes.
Mind you,
this is what I'm getting at.
The last time the Orlando Magic Stadium.
Yeah.
Like
the Amway Center now.
Right across the bridge.
Yeah.
Homeless drug addicts.
Sure.
So
now hear me out.
There's this luxury.
Yes.
And then complete homeless.
Yes.
Like right there.
Right there. Like one on the other side of the road.
You're like, oh, there's a Bentley and there's a motherfucker who needs $5.
There's a guy who just shit in the street. Yes.
It's
we stayed at this hotel because it was acceptable to our standards for sleeping.
For sure.
We would go to parks for the day.
Yeah.
The company day. Right?
For sure.
We would stay at this hotel and it was great because we had nightlife right there.
Yeah.
We could go in a day, 2 days early. We could really make a weekend of it for ourselves. Right.
Right.
And that's where we'd stay. Honeymoon, after we got married, my wife was like, well, we're going to switch it up. And she got a really great deal on, it was like $70 a night at this, was it Motel 6? What's the Best Western? Best Western.
Yeah.
Right? Best Western.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a decent hotel.
For sure.
It's supposed to be a decent, like, stop in, stay, get the fuck out. Right? Well, my wife scheduled it because it was closer to, for our honeymoon, it was closer to Universal where we were going to be doing a lot of our honeymooning. Yeah. Right? We showed up to that fucking place with high hopes in our fucking mind, knowing we should have just booked our Best Way in, our Orlando Metropolitan.
Yeah.
Because we love that area. When we checked in, and this is where I'll tell you the bank thing. We checked in, got our key card, got up to our room. And when I say that I opened the door and it was bar none, nothing less than a murder scene in my room.
Oh shit!
There was blood on the there was blood on the kitchen or on the counter in the bathroom.
Chalk outline.
No chalk outline. No beds were made. No beds were made. There was blood in the bed.
Fuck?
There was blood in the bed. No. There was blood on the sink.
What?
Like we did the Family Guy back out of a room when we did
right.
It was fucking horrendous.
This is like the room from Coming to America, the first one. Yes. Not for you kids, the boomers, like the original.
We didn't unpack. We didn't do anything. We walked right back the fuck downstairs and said, we will not be staying here.
Can I have a refund? I
want my money back. Yeah. The room's not clean. And I showed them pictures. I took pictures so that they could see it. Right. I was like, this is bullshit.
And they were like,
we're really sorry about that. But give us 15 minutes. We'll clean the room for you. No. I was like, no, I want my money back. I will not be staying here. If this is your standard, this is not where I'll be staying.
Right.
They were like, well, it's going to take 7 to 10 days to get your money back. I said, don't say anything. I said, hold on. I got on the phone because my bank is glorious.
Yeah.
I got on the phone, talked to a lady in Canada because that's where my bank is from. That bitch said, she said, fuck that Best Western. You're getting your money back. She said, it's already back in your account. I hung up. I said, bitch, you ain't getting a dime on my money. Peace.
I'm out.
Went to the Best Way Inn.
Yeah.
Booked the entire week for cheaper than what we had. Stayed there.
Yeah.
So when it comes to hotel rooms, this is my whole point because it's a long drawn out. When it comes to hotel rooms, we're not that picky.
No.
The hotel room we stayed in.
Clean sheets?
Yes. This was a courtyard at Marriott or whatever.
Marriott, yeah.
We got it for like $123 for the night, right?
Okay.
Hands down, one of the nicest hotel rooms. And I paid for fucking more expensive hotel rooms that are not that great.
Bro.
This one?
I paid $400 for a $100 room because we smoked weed in the bathroom.
Should have called your bank.
Yeah.
Should have called your
probably.
bank. Your bank could have stopped that
You're
shit.
right, but I knew I smoked weed in the bathroom. I was like, fuck
your bank doesn't need to know that, does it?
No.
Does they?
But I was 20, so I was
Anyways,
like, you got me. You got me. You got me.
Hands down, this courtyard was the nicest hotel that I have ever slept in, been in. We wanted to stay there. They had a fucking nice little like barista bar downstairs.
What do y'all charge for like full-time residency here? I want to live here.
Yeah. Dude. We went down before the show, had a couple drinks there.
Nice.
Because they had a bar.
Yeah.
Right? They also served food at that bar.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
So we had talked about it. We didn't get up early enough because...
Which in Florida is not common.
Because again, best hotel room in the world, the curtains in that room completely blacked it out to the point that we did not wake up till almost 10 o'clock.
Damn.
Now, mind you, I didn't go to bed till 1, but I'm normally, on average, I'm a 7 o'clock guy.
It's 3 a.m, and then you realize, like, no, it's sunny out.
It doesn't matter. My biological, like, my internal clock is like 7 o'clock, bitch. Get the fuck up.
That's 40 years of full-time work.
Yeah. It's that internet guy that's like, get the fuck out of bed, bitch. That's what it is. That's my body.
Yes.
At 7 o'clock, right?
Same.
9 o'clock, 9:30 in the morning. We both kind of was just like, I guess we'll get up. Open the fucking window and it's bright dog.
11.
Yeah, it's
12.
Yeah.
Time for brunch.
Also, checkout was 12. Find a fucking hotel room that does checkout at 12. Most of it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, right?
Yes.
12 o'clock was checkout. I was like, dope, dude.
Yeah.
So we went down.
Fuck yeah.
Had a little.
Because checkout 10, 11 o'clock, they're like, sorry, another day.
Yeah, we were going to have breakfast there, but we got down there too early.
You're like, bro, I'm an hour.
Too late. Sorry.
I'm an hour late.
Yeah.
And they're like, but checkout was 10, so we have to charge you
for
an
a whole
extra
nother day. Yeah. Not an hour.
Bitch, I'm going home. I'm
leaving.
3 hours from here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Whole nother day.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm staying too then, bitch.
Yep.
I'll be damned. You ain't gonna charge me and I'm gonna go home.
What time's lunch?
Yeah.
I'm eating.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah. So yeah, ultimately, like the whole point of that story was we met a subscriber. I FaceTimed you with it. Gus knows.
He knows.
Had a good time. Hotel was awesome. Gus or Gus.
He's like, y'all are...
Too much.
Yeah.
So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna
funny story.
It's
he
1 hour.
Knows what time.
Yeah. We're 103 right now.
Gus is like, bro, listen. No timers, no timestamps.
Sing for him, buddy.
You know what time. Gus is like, man, I'm telling you.
Get off the goddamn mics, you dodos.
It's fucking time. You've been rambling too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you listening. Hopefully this was fun for you guys. Shout out to Tony.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Whiskey Whisperer.
Shannon Lee for sure.
Yeah. On that live stream test. That was dope. Thank you. We'll see you next time. Yep. Maybe it'll be live. Maybe it won't.
This is Captain Planet.
What the fuck?
Wait. No.